If you need to reset the motor memory for any reason, follow these steps. There are three options to reset the memory of the motor. Option 1, use an existing transmitter that is already paired with the motor. Option 2, use any transmitter. Option 3, use the white button on the motor head. The button on the motor head is only available on 300, 500, and 600 series non-manual override motors only. Option 1, using an existing transmitter. To reset the motor memory using an already synchronized transmitter, press and hold both the sync button, the left button on the back of the transmitter, and the stop button on the front of the transmitter simultaneously. Press and hold both those buttons for at least 10 seconds. During that time, the motor will make one short jog. A jog is a movement up and down after about 5 seconds, then after about another 5 seconds, for a total of 10 seconds, the motor will make another long jog. The buttons can be released after both jogs are made. We need to remember that if only one jog is made, just the transmitter being used will be deleted. Option 2, using any Gaposa transmitter. In this step, we will need to disconnect the motor from power and then reconnect it. There are a few important things we need to remember first. You need to make sure to use a transmitter or channel that is not synchronized with a motor in range. Otherwise, that motor's memory will also be reset. Another important thing to remember is to only disconnect the motor you want to reset from power. Otherwise, all motors that have been disconnected and reconnected to power will be reset. Now on to the reset process. First, disconnect the motor from power and reconnect it. Within 5 seconds of power reconnection, press and hold both the sync button, the left button on the back of the transmitter, and the stop button on the front of the transmitter simultaneously. Press and hold both those buttons for at least 10 seconds. During that time, the motor will make one short jog. Jog is a movement up and down after about 5 seconds. Then, after about another 5 seconds, for a total of 10 seconds, the motor will make another long jog. The buttons can be released after both jogs are made. Option 3, using the motor head button. Find the white button on the head of the motor. On XS300 series motors, the button is recessed in the motor head. Press and hold the button until the motor moves in one direction. Once the motor moves, all transmitter memory will be erased from that motor. Then you can release the button. Something to remember: the white button also puts the motor into programming mode. This means that you can synchronize a new remote with the same process as erasing the motor memory. Whichever direction the motor moves when the white button is pressed, press the corresponding direction on the transmitter to be added.